Wait a minute. I forgot the... Okay, hey, welcome back to Mech Warrior series of streams here on the channel. If you're hanging out, appreciate if you let me know if the voice to in-game sound ratio is good for volume. I moved the camera over actually at the suggestion of a commenter on the last stream so that everybody can see the mini-map and the overheat or the temperature gauge, which matters. It matters a lot, so I agree we're going to give it a shot. I'm super open to opinions all the time about how we can make the stream better, so I appreciate that. As usual, getting started with some Kerensky lights, but let's move on here. We finished up our last stream with the Battle of ABIY ADI. We recovered. Well, we haven't recovered. This is literally taken up exactly where we left off. We are back here at Banana Sand. We're in the banana system. Our last fight took place in ABIY ADI, and it almost cost us pilots. It almost cost us mechs. But here we are. We're back in Banana Sand. We're in Kurita space, which is friendly space, and we're here to repair. I've been piloting this Wolverine too. It got absolutely decimated in the last fight. So we need to do some refit. We need to do some repair. But a big part of what we need to do as well is upgrade our weaponry. So we're going to take a look at what we've got, take a look at what we can do, take a look at what we can add. It's going to be a bit of a slower, we're going to ease into this one. We're not getting right into battle. It's going to happen though. So I just click repair all. That's going to cost us almost 1 million C-bills. And we're going to have to look at what we need to repair. Thankfully, my Wolverine 2, despite losing just a ludicrous amount of limbs, only needs to replace its Ultra Auto Cannon 5. Now the question is, are we going to be able to do that? Because UACs are not always readily available on the market, and as I suspected, we're not going to have that opportunity. So we have two choices here. We either replace the Ultra AC, okay, which is, it's kind of critical to this mech, but the weapon's gone, so it's got to go. We either replace it with an AC5, or we bench this mech for a little while. We wait on the repair until we can find the AC5. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to pull this off the line. And we're going to repair the mech. Let's turn down some music here a little bit. We'll adjust the sound effects a little bit. Hopefully this is sufficient for the Thank you, Shadow Seer. Good to see you in stream. We took a lot of damage, so we pulled the Wolverine. That's a big hit. The Wolverine is a monster. The Wolverine is a monster, but I treated it pretty poorly in that last fight, and it's showing now. That UAC5 is a staggering loss. The repairs alone are almost 1 million, so we didn't. I don't even think we broke even on that last fight. I think the Battle of ABIY ADI, while a great fight and a great learning experience, cost us more than it was worth. The Dragon Flame. Let's check the loadout. Make sure nothing's broken. Go into details here. Repair all. The dragon is looking good. Looking good, but we want to upgrade some stuff. So let's take a look at its weapons. We have an AC2, but that's only level 1. We have an ER large laser. That's only level 1. And a medium laser. That's only level 1. So we're going to upgrade these weapons on this guy, I think. A level 1 LRM5. So let's not engage that repair just yet. Let's check out our equipment. So what did I say there? AC, LRM, and we can go, I think, to BattleMechs, and we can go to weapon upgrades. So this is what we're looking for here. Our Dragon Flame has an M laser, an AC2, LRM, and an ER. So let's see what we can upgrade here. M laser, we can definitely get that M laser in a better state. We already have, need 3, have 14. Need 3, have 14. Max. So we're going to make a level 2. And then now we're going to make a level 3 medium laser. Medium laser. Flamer. Okay, cool. So we've got a big time medium laser to add to this guy. I think we've got a rank 3 medium laser we can slap on him. That's an upgrade. Do we have LRM 5s? We have LRM 5s. We're going to upgrade these guys to rank 2. Awesome. So he's getting an upgrade for his LRMs. He's getting an upgrade for his M laser. Let's see if we can upgrade this AC2. So we have autocannon 5. Awesome. Autocannon 2, even cooler. You know what? I don't actually know if we're going to get a better autocannon. We may be able to buy one, though. I did see a lot of AC2 rapid fire. That's big time. 411, but we're grabbing it. We are absolutely replacing his AC2 with an AC2 rapid fire. That is going to upgrade this dragon in a big way. Now the ERL laser, that one, I don't know about that one. We can do it. Just go to a normal large laser, which I'm fine with. I mean, large lasers are insane. Small lasers, we're getting rid of all small lasers. We're getting rid of all small lasers. We're getting rid of all machine guns. Clunky noise? What clunky noise? Shadowseer, you're eating me up here. Technical assistance required. It could just be my clunky voice. Some sort of clunking noise. I know exactly what that clunking noise is. That's my dog. The floor upstairs slamming his bone against the floor. Hopefully that'll sort itself out in a minute. I think we're just gonna upgrade everything we have here. There's no reason not to. We're gonna set ourselves up for success and just provide ourselves the availability of the most upgraded weapons we can. Okay, so our plan here was to replace the AC2 with our brand new AC2 rapid fire. Exact same weight, much better weapon. It's gonna burn through this ammo though, so we're gonna have to maybe consider additional ammo. I think that's the answer. M laser's gotta go. And we know we have a wonderful Tier 3 M laser. Add to that. What do we have here? LRM 5. Come on, tell me we did something. LRM 5.2s. We can take those. Fantastic. Now, I do think we're going to have to revisit the dragon. It's got such fantastic armor. I think that I don't have an issue adding another stack of AC2 ammo to it. So let's do that. Let's add another stack of AC2 ammo to this thing. Filter ammunition, AC2 ammo. We have exactly one more, which will give it 200 more rounds. I think that's what we need. So let's strip a ton of armor from the legs. Yeah, legs and arms. We're going to strip from the arms. I don't like dropping torso armor, but I do like to keep things even. Now we can slap this AC2 on. We're gonna put it. Ammo may as well stay in the head and the right torso. If it explodes, I mean, if he dies, he dies. You know, you don't want ammo exploding in your arm or your leg, taking off a weapon. So I like to keep it all in the main body myself. Awesome. Only 245,000. We're losing 32 armor. Not a big deal when we consider that we gained 200 rounds of AC2 ammo and an AC2 rapid fire. So we're going to start that work. No issues there. 20 days. I may actually assume the Dragon Flame as my mech. Having said that, what do we need here? Oh my goodness. Salvage assembly. We are short 6 Battlemaster salvage. We have enough to build a spider, which I think we're going to do. The clunking. The clunking. I hear exactly what you're talking about. We have a Vulcan here we can assemble. I think we're going to assemble the spider and the Vulcan. The spider's got to be my favorite mech. Our Phoenix Hawk also took a beating. Ugh. That's an expensive repair, and all we lost was an SRM-4 Inferno. Nice. It's kind of a painful loss because that Inferno does great damage over time. I think we add the stream to this build and see how that improves. See how that improves the Kobold. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we add 2 streams. I like those. They don't fire a cluster. They fire straight lines of missiles. Adds a little bit more utility. This is insane. He's got a tier 3. He's got... Oh, yeah. Everything about this, the Kobold, is good. Start work. 784. So if you recall from our last match, we were about 50% loss after the Battle of ABIY ADI, and now I think we're at full 100% loss after repairs. The only mech to survive that fight, essentially unscathed. I mean, armor, sure, and a couple repairs on components, was our Jäger mech, who, by the way, I wasn't even interested in bringing into that fight. Let's cancel that work order and see if we can... Let's see if we can get some upgraded components on him. I wasn't excited to bring him into the fight because he's got 2 level 0 PPCs. What can we do about that? Absolutely nothing. We could swap him out with level rank 2, maybe L lasers, and then up its armor. I think it's already maxed out its armor. What can we do? What can we do here? We can do 2 L lasers and maybe 2 mediums. What do we weigh in at mediums? There's a lot of potential I'm seeing here. Let's get rid of these PPCs. Let's go with 2 tier 2 L lasers, either side of the torso. And then let's go with 2 tier 1 M lasers. We only have 1 tier 2, and the Jäger Mech's not a Hero Mech. I want to keep our good gear for our Hero Mechs. And now we still have 2 tons to work with. Okay, so 2 tons to work with. We have the potential for an AMS. Do we have one of those? Can we market one of those? No. So in that case, maybe we go heat sinks. You know, maybe we add heat sinks, but they add such terrible amounts of heat dissipation. The single heat sinks, I really like the double heat sinks. This will be good though. We've just added a bit of cooling, 2.3 versus 311. Generally, the rule of thumb is you want at least 50% cooling to heat generation. I think we have about 75% cooling to heat generation, and that's going to turn this guy into a Pretty devastating opponent up close, getting just a wicked laser boat. So we moved the Mech away from being an artillery platform, because I found that the Mech was losing ammo by the end. It was out of ammo by the end of every fight. I'm also willing to entertain the Griffin as a mech or the Blackjack. I really do like the Blackjack, but I like to upgrade the Blackjack into a almost... Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll run the Blackjack. I'll run the Blackjack. That's awesome. We have jump jets on it. It's great. You know what I really like to see? When a phone number says possible spam. Okay, we've got our mech set up to get repaired. It's unfortunate that we have to pull the Wolverine 2 off the line. Having 400 and something armor early game with a Star League relic and the damage output potential of this guy is insane. But we did not do the Wolverine 2 any favors in the last fight. So he may even go to cold storage. Wolverine's going to chill there. And once we find a home for him that has a UAC-5 that we can replace his missing UAC-5 with, we'll move forward with that. Let's check our operations. Make sure we have no specific objective logs. We shouldn't, because of the timeline currently. It's only the year 3006. We still have 9 years until we get into the story portion of the game. We're going to take a look at any available pirates? Pilots that we have here. So we have myself. We have Ivanov, Santiago, Beaumont, McCleary, Goblin, Chambers, Beaver, Champion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's awesome. 9 pilots, including myself. Perfect way to start the game. All right, let's get right into it here. Let's see what we're into. I was thinking about taking on some arena contracts. The last mission we did was a difficulty 60. Okay. And we're down a Hero Mech, so I think we should drop the difficulty level of the mission that we're currently pursuing. Bolster our mech kind of inventory. Let's take this multi-mission. Let's take this multi-mission here. We'll move to that garrison duty. You know what? We'll start the garrison duty. Then come back here to the multi-mission. Just kidding, it's on the way. Multi-mission it is. Pillage and burn. Objective raid, infiltration. These two are gonna suck. But simple and straightforward. Get in, destroy all the designated targets, and grab anything valuable you come across. What we're trying to do right now is build up our reputation with all the big houses. Kurita, Davian. Hopefully we can branch out into Steiner and Liao territory eventually. The Lyran Commonwealth. If you're a fan of the Mech Warrior series, House Steiner is probably the coolest. If you watch the old cartoon. So 4 million in C-bill payout, and we'll take 700,000 in damage. I don't even think we're gonna take 700,000 in damage coverage. So we'll take the extra salvage shares because I think we can make more money than that 700,000 in those shares. Maybe we'll even take Now we'll take the salvage. 1 salvage, 7 seatbelt payout. And no damage coverage, but we will take an airstrike. It is a raid. If we find a hard target, say gigantic artillery cannons, then we'll work on that. We're going to refit the Phoenix Hawk, the Jaeger Mech, and let's see what we can drop with here. So we have 5 tons left. If we bring this lineup, let's see how we're going to go about this. The speed is not what I want there. I like the speed on this. It's only got 2 medium lasers, but that's not terrible. It's an energy proficient mech. Really like my Jenner. 4M lasers and an SRM. I think I'm going to bring my Jenner. And I think we're going to... What do we over this by? A ton. So let's take the Jaeger Mech off the lineup. And maybe we'll add... I don't know. Maybe we'll add the Locust or the Cicada. I have to say, I kind of want a little bit of speed here. Cicada's 40. Blackjack's 45. Cicada's 40. We'll take the Cicada. Cicada's got lasers. This guy's not awesome with lasers. I like the Jenner. We're doing this. Piloting super fast mechs in HOTAS is probably the most fun in Mech Warrior.
Airstrike support is available on this mission. I'll let you know when they reach the target area.
Moving into file formation, Commander.
Can't use max speed, however, because our Lance can't run as fast as we can. This is a multi-mission series, so we're going to end up with some damage by the end of this.
Commander to all units, unidentified BattleMechs on the field. Take them out. I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
I'm going to have to change the weapon bindings. I could do that now, but I think we're okay.
1-1, this is Sierra 2-1. We are primed for assault. Standing by for your tango confirmation. Sierra 2-1, over.
Right on cue. VTOL on approach.
Target destroyed. Shared target identified.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target acquired. Enemy target destroyed.
Ooh, my right leg is already orange for armor. Not great. So with the camera moved, you should be able to see down in the bottom center of the screen here. I'm just letting the Lance catch up. But you should be able to see that on the right, there's the heat gauge of the minimap. If your mech overheats, you can shut down. And on the left is the speed gauge. I actually tried to install a mod that was going to alleviate the minimap being in the bottom middle so I could keep my camera where it was in the previous streams. However, it conflicted with just about every mod that I think makes this game fun. So here's the problem. I'm running way too quickly. I'm navigating way too difficult terrain for my mech Lance here to keep up. So we've got a lost mech chilling back there. He's having a real hard time getting to us. Like I mentioned in previous streams, I'm trying to play this game. If you've ever listened to the audiobooks for Mech Warrior or even seen the old cartoon, which I can't recommend enough, it's a little cheesy, but it's awesome. And it really gives you a lot of insight into the clan invasion, which Mech Warrior 5 Clans, it's a game I don't own, but it's on sale right now, so it's on the purchase list for this week.
You know what to do.
Focus target updated.
I don't know if this urban mech's paying attention to me. Oh, okay. Just kidding. As it takes a chunk out of my front armor. Now, urban mechs, you can't think to run around them in circles. Urban mechs can pivot 360 to deal with you, and urban mechs are fantastic defenders. They're one of my favorite choices for garrisons or defenses. They punch way above their weight.
We're on it, Commander.
So if you're wondering, I issue commands to the lance through the keys here near my hand. If you check out the camera, there's about 6 keys on this joystick. Well, I mean, there's 6 on either side of the joystick, and I issue my lance commands on this side. I also have an auto eject and a shutdown on this side, which has never done me any favors, and I should take them off. There's almost never any benefit to ejecting early, unless you're concerned about dying, but I don't think the commander can die. So, grab target loot. What am I supposed to do here? I feel like I'm at an objective. Ooh, there it is right there. That's tough to see.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Good. Our munitions can be restocked. That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for. That matches the class of beetle we're after. Take it out.
Not great.
All guns on shared target.
Enemy destroyed.
Target destroyed. Enemy target acquired.
Woo!
Enemy target
What a shot.
destroyed.
Listen, I'm sure there's going to be people watching this like, that was not a good shot. Get back to me. Get back to me after you played Mech Warrior with the, I think this is the T16000. And as far as joysticks go, it's super affordable and, in my opinion, super responsive. That said, I've never played with a Warthog. I've never... You know, one day in my imaginary future, people will love watching Mech Warrior so much that I'll be able to afford an awesome HOTAS set and a sim pit. And I can actually pretend to be a Mech Warrior.
Enemy target acquired.
Oof. Okay, armor's done. We're gonna have to start being extra careful, otherwise we're gonna get cored. I don't know if the Jenner was a great choice. This is our infiltrator, and I don't have a ton of armor on it.
Destroyed.
Coordinating our attack.
We're gonna have to play the flanks here. Put the lance up front, let them take the brunt of the damage, and play the infiltrator.
Target destroyed.
See if I can do the damage to these
Destroyed. Enemy
buildings.
target acquired.
273? Absolutely we can. One
Enemy
down,
target destroyed.
Objective down.
2 down. Let's get out of here. Oh, that's it? Get out of here, that's it?
Job.
Woo!
Getting you an evac now.
Okay.
Head to the mortar
First
location.
of 3, I think, right? First of 3. Last one's an infiltration, so we're gonna need to get this Jenny repaired. Beauty. End it with flare.
Dropship on approach, Commander. Prepare for extraction.
Enemy target acquired.
We're gonna start seeing extremely Like, my favorite is when the campaign gets into full swing, because you get a lot of opportunity. Especially because our reputation level is going to be so high, we're going to see a lot of opportunity to play some very, very cool missions. That AC-2 rapid fire, very valuable. That SRM-2, very valuable. AC-5. We're just going to take as much of this stuff as we can. This little stuff, it pays dividends down the line.
Heads up, Commander. Weather conditions in the area will restrict visibility and have an effect on your sensors.
Finish one of our cantina missions. This is another great way to get to end up with some pretty good equipment doing these cantina missions. And this is through the YAML. I love how it tracks your stats. Career objective logs, achievements, a legion, mech database completion. Current total net worth 65 million. So we have another raid. Our cicada got beat up. Can't have that. Swap out the cicada with a blackjack. This guy's good. The dragon's obviously good. The Jenner's gotta go. What am I gonna take in the place of the Jenner, though, is the real question now. This is a raid, and it'll be super slow if I take an urban mech. So instead, I think I'm gonna take a Locust and play more of the commander. Blackjack it is. Dragon's good. Chambers can take the Locust. Deal with it. Get good with the Locust, Chambers.
Our target is a series of satellite relays housed in installations marked on your map. Destroy them and head to the rendezvous point for evac. We will monitor your progress from here. Good luck, Commander. We've been cleared for airstrike support on this mission, Commander.
Who's that? Do we have allies?
Once you're in target range.
Solid. Are they gonna give us a bit of a radio greeting here? Or they're just gonna show up? Alright, we're rocking a blackjack right now. AC2s, medium lasers, short burst. Solid. You know what? Hold on. What do we have for range here? 720? And we have an airstrike? I bet you we can take this down, maybe without too much issue. This particular base.
Alpha Group, this is Sierra 2-1. Be advised, strike payload is ready and awaiting your tango confirmation. Sierra
Airstrike
2-1
protocol
out.
active.
We got 5 all units.
Airstrike initiated.
Alpha 1-1, read you 5x5. Standing
We've got
by for the
this.
fireworks. Sierra
There's
2-1
no
out.
way that satellite survives, right?
Airstrike support depleted. Let's hope we use that wisely.
Destroyed. Enemy target acquired.
We close enough? Come on. Get the lance targeted.
Enemy target
Ah.
destroyed. Enemy target acquired.
Tango down.
Destroyed. Enemy
Detecting targeted BattleMech in the area.
I like how they work that in for your canteen missions. If you have to destroy any mechs or any VTOLs or anything like that, Rihanna lets you know, which is awesome.
enemy target acquired.
This blackjack's insane. Serious though, like with 2 ACs, with 2 autocannons moving forwards with 4 medium laser short bursts, the damage output on this thing, the alpha output. And if you've never played any game that involves alpha output just means damage you can do all at once. This game factors that in, not to be mistaken with DPS. Like, a unit may have great alpha damage, but not great DPS, damage per second. And there's a lot of value in both. Damage per second is great for sustained fights. Alpha damage has its place, though. If you can very suddenly do an extreme amount of damage to an opponent's limbs, especially in their mech, you can blow off a limb. These are a lot of the kind of strategic decisions you make, right? If you target your lance on an opponent and you notice that their head or their leg is going down, there's a lot of value in tearing that extremity off if you can. You see the AI do it on these harder difficulty playthroughs as well. You know, in the Battle of ABIY ADI in the last stream, what we wrapped up with, they shredded the limbs off my Wolverine, which is why we're sitting here in a blackjack instead of a Hero Mech. I'm gonna give the lance just a hot second to catch up. And if anybody's curious, you know, we've been fairly fortunate throughout these combats so far, but we're just letting it ride. You know, if a fight goes badly, if we fail a mission, if we fail a campaign mission later on, I'm not going to reload a save to try and redo the mission. If I lose every hero mech in a fight, we're going to work ourselves back up from the ground up. As any good mercenary mech lance would.
Enemy target destroyed.
Target neutralized.
Destroyed.
Let's take that tank apart.
Okay.
Filing on you, Commander.
Rebecca McCleary, the second in command of the Legion.
Enemy destroyed.
Get on you, Chambers. Soft landing, soft landing. Oh, not soft enough. Woo, something's shooting me back with ACs. What do we think, Urban Mech?
Acquired.
It's not the light tank.
Ammunition level critical.
Ammunition level critical.
Confirmed, Commander. Moving on target.
We're gonna have to get close.
Acquired.
Lance target received.
Insane with those missiles. We're gonna ignore the tanks. We're gonna see if we can hop these walls, get in, destroy the objective, and get out. While the Lance does its work against air support and the tanks. Rough.
Coordinating our attack.
Enemy target destroyed.
Uh-oh. That's also something you almost never do playing with mouse and keyboard, is walk into buildings. I do it all the time.
Enemy target acquired.
marked evac point. Get here as quickly as you can, Commander.
Ooh, enemy lance dropping in.
Target that.
Cannot engage, Commander.
Follow me. Follow me.
Pulling in behind you.
We're getting out of here. Now, if you're a completionist, if you explore these maps, if you explore all these enemy cities, odds are you're gonna find some pretty cool stuff. So, are you kidding? Oh, okay, that's ours. That's ours. I thought there was another enemy dropship coming in. You know what? This blackjack, not too bad. Not too bad. Chambers took a lot of damage in that locust. I always expect pilots in light mechs to take a ton of damage, though. No core. I'm gonna grab it so I can scrap it. Good damage on Goblin. Again, Goblin really pulling up his socks. I didn't have a lot of faith in Goblin. He's got great skill caps. 10s, right? He's an elite pilot. He's a special pilot, which is awesome. McCleary also rocking massive skill caps. So, but Goblin was underperforming when he first showed up in the Lance, but now he's doing pretty alright.
Extreme weather warning is in effect.
Okay, so this is going to be This is going to be an infiltration. I'm either going to take a Locust or the Jenner. I don't even know if I remembered to repair the Jenner. I did not. Let's see if they'll let us get away with repairing the Jenner. We're putting the Urban Mech in cold storage. Repair all. Job rewards. Oh, nice. SRMs, C-bills. These little canteen missions are awesome. New upgrade, target lock retention, new software for predicting enemy movement, and additional magnetic anomaly sensors installed in the mech. Increased precision for targeting systems, retaining target lock longer and through brief interruptions of line of sight. Fantastic for our LRM mechs. Just fantastic for our LRM mechs. What else do we have here? Kill 3 urban mechs. Almost more than 500,000 C-bills, a light rifle, some ammo to go with it. And we got a mech hunter level up. New upgrade. Rapid jump jet recharge. Additional heat conducting materials are installed around jump jets, cooling the jet between uses faster and allowing for repeated use over short periods. Also awesome. I'm a huge fan of jump jets on BattleMechs. So let's hope this timeline kind of mission start now. All right, it looks like we're gonna take A, and we might fail. Potential for failure here. I'm gonna take a Locust into it. If we have a Locust, do we have? We had a Locust. It got beat up a lot. How fast does the Griffin go? 83. Ooh, do you think that's fast enough? The Jenner's 113. The beat up Locust is 129, but it is mission time. If I take the Jenner, not complete before mission start. Okay. Griffin it is. Has anybody? No, a Griffin's huge. We can't take the Griffin on an infiltration. If the Jenner takes a single shot to the front, it's dead. We're taking the Jenner. Wish me luck. Take the Urban Mech. Insanity. Just pure insanity. I like the I love the suggestion. You know what? The cicada might be a good choice. Let's cancel the work order on the cicada. That thing still has... No, it doesn't. No, let's not take the cicada. Oh, wow. Our choices are bad and worse. You know? Is there a mech market in town? This locust is... got one leg. So no, there's no mech market in town. And this is a tough decision. I really do want to take the urban mech, but it's too slow. It's not gonna solve the problem, and it will take forever. We're taking the Phoenix Hawk. I'm canceling the work order on the Phoenix Hawk, and we're taking the Phoenix Hawk. Derby Derby. I'm gonna demonstrate the superiority of the urban mech very shortly to absolutely everybody.
Interest in something on the border of enemy territory. We've been promised more precise details once we check in at the marked nav point. Let's see what they have to say. We've been cleared for airstrike support on this mission, Commander. I'll give you the okay once you're in target range. Stay away from enemy units to remain undetected. Light mechs are much harder to detect. Command your lance to hold fire as any attack will immediately raise an alarm. Command has also identified a number of targets of opportunity in enemy territory. They're offering generous performance bonuses for each one we can get done in addition to our primary objective.
Battletech's a fantastic game. So I love the urban mech. If you don't know that by now, after this many streams. If you're wondering about my control scheme or my setup, this is the first time I think you can see my feet moving in the stream if you really pay attention on the pedals. And I base the controls that I've set up, the bindings I've set up for the controls on the descriptions provided from the Battletech series of novels, the Mech Warrior books. And the way that the authors describe how the Mech Warriors pilot their mechs is how I've attempted to set up my controls. We have throttle, and you can see that in game. So if we look down to the left, you'll see that throttle there. You'll see the joystick on the right and his feet left and right. Basically, I've set all that up. The only difference, I think, is that I have my jump jets set to my left thumb right here. And a big part of me wants to change that because according to the books, I think, now it's been a while since I've read them, but I think in the books they press forward on both pedals to jump, to utilize their jump jets. And that's something I'd love to get into. Anything that requires a little bit more brain power, a little bit more responsiveness from the rest of my body. That's kind of one of my favorite parts about this, right? With playing with the HOTAS, is that it's so interactive. It requires a lot of thought. It's a great exercise, I think, in gaming, you know? Playing with a mouse and keyboard is one thing, but you can whip a mouse around so easily. Very little effort. The nature of the HOTAS makes playing with the mech a lot more fun. It feels a lot better. It's much more difficult. It took me a long time to even get this fluid, and I think that, you know, I've watched several other Mech Warrior streams, and I think I'm sloppy, I'm clumsy compared to a lot of players at this point. See if we can hop up this cliff. Maybe. Come on, come on, come on. Don't run out of juice. Don't run out of juice. Oh, made it. We're done. We're done this mission, which is awesome. I didn't think I'd make that cliff climb. And that sort of stuff, also super rewarding. Super rewarding on a HOTAS. Even just climbing a hill. The stuff that's super easy with a mouse and keyboard, you know, take your jump jets, traverse a high feature. That small stuff, they equate to such like great personal victories when you're using a HOTAS because it's so difficult. So much more difficult, I should say. It's not easy to begin with, but okay. BattleMechs, brutalized. Expensive repairs, but we've got 37 million C-bills moving up in the world. Our reputation level's high, which is awesome. It's going to be a good thing and a bad thing. We're going to run into some campaign missions early on that seem way too easy, but that's okay because we're going to enter into 3015, which is this technical official start of the game, technically the official start of the game. We're going to enter into 3015 with an experienced mech mercenary company, but that's what we want, right? That's what we want. I would like to move back towards Davian space and perhaps a couple harder missions down that way, maybe in here. Marlowe's Rift, there's some high reward quests here. Why don't we just head there? Why don't we just head there? Reputation 7 to 10. We're at Reputation 7. House Curita mission. Frontline support Curita employer. Dracon. Yeah, see, I feel like that this is Davian versus Curita, and I'm not going to take either of those. Maybe I will, actually. I have to say we're gonna play it by ear, but I want to see if we can find an AC5 rapid fire to replace the one that we lost. So which one of these is the better industrial hub? I wonder. We'll head to Colia. It's closest. It only costs $500,000 to get there. 76 days. Shadowseer, I do miss my HOTAS setup for Elite Dangerous, but the joystick started having issues, so I had to go back to the controller. I also love playing games with a controller, an Xbox controller specifically. I have a... Come on, what's the name of the custom Xbox controller company? I've had 2 or 3 of those, and it's one of my favorite ways to play games as well, but something about HOTAS and Mech Warrior is phenomenal. There's a rare Jenner here. Now again, rare doesn't mean better skills. Rare generally just means in one piece. You know, all these other mechs, they're not rare because they're busted. In this case, the Jenner is in one whole single piece. And that makes it rare. Now, I don't mind that, but that's a bit of a steep price for a rare mech. We're going to take a minute here. Look at our lineup of Mech Warriors, and I will be right back. Okay. Back at it. I immediately go for the joystick and throttle instead of the mouse. Alright. where are we at here? So we headed back to Kolia. We're here to see if we can grab... Ooh, there's some rare weaponry here. At this ERPPC, level 3, 1.3 million. We're grabbing it. I know it's expensive. Picking that up right out of the gate. AC5, autocannon 5. So we need a UAC 5, right? We need an ultra autocannon 5. However, I'm also kind of okay with just replacing it. Why do I need machine guns? I'm gonna buy that because they're green. Green generally means, if they're circled green, it means they're for a Cantina quest, which can lead to a lot of great upgrades. Speaking of Cantina upgrades, I love a good spicy PPC. I also love a good spicy PPC, Mike. I need that AC5. I need that UAC, that Ultra Auto Cannon 5. I think we're going to have to maybe make a concession here and go for the AC5 burst fire. Drop down here, filter by ammunition, grab some AC5 ammo, some double ammo, even better. We'll get, you know what, we're going to get all that double ammo, and we're going to get all this AC10 double ammo, all this medium rifle double ammo. Anything double, we're grabbing it. It's going to be expensive, and that's okay. We're prepping for the long term here. Double ammo's hard to come by. Double heat sinks are harder to come by. Certain engine cores, later on, that will become a concern. And in the arena especially, these melee weapons are going to become a big deal. SRM 6 Inferno. I'm grabbing it. I don't know if that's the one that we swapped out. I'm going to grab all three. Who do we have that... Oh, SRM 4s. So this Phoenix Hawk had SRM, had an SRM 4 Inferno. And I could ditch one of those SRM 4s, I bet, and replace it with an SRM 6 Inferno, but I don't know that the damage output would be the same. I can't believe only one of his M laser short bursts is ranked. What we want to do is bring our Wolverine out of cold storage. Load out, because this is my mech for the time being. But this UAC 5 loss, this is gonna hurt. 9 tons. I'm sad about that. And our Ultra AC5 ammo. Let's replace that with an AC5 burst fire or rapid fire. 8 tons, 8 tons. I think we're going to go with the higher ranked item, AC5 burst fire. And then we're going to slap some AC5 double ammo on there. What's that going to give us? And where is that ammo? Come on, eyeballs. There you are. Left torso. So that's 200 rounds. Now I think we max armor. Maybe this turns out to be an upgrade for the Wolverine. Maybe not, but I think it'll be all right. Start work. Almost 1 million. The new Mercs DLC is going to have Inferno SRMs as a console jockey. I'm excited for that. I'm super happy that as a PC player, I'm fortunate enough to be able to mod the heck out of this game. Mods have really changed the face of MechWarrior 5 for me, and it's one of the reasons it dragged me back into this game kind of full speed ahead. I totally agree, Mike. I think this is that new expansion, especially though, you know, if I can ditch some mods and get some base game awesomeness, that's what the doctor ordered. By the way, guys, if I suddenly get super super loud or louder and you can hear like my snarfing and inhalations, please let me know. I keep on accidentally tapping the gain on my microphone way high. Let's check some upgrades here though. Let's see what we've got for upgrades now. So aerodynamic hull, less drag, allows missiles to travel faster. Do we have missiles? We have an ultra auto cannon. Well, we used to. We have an SRM 6. We'll take that. Rapid jump jet recharge. Do we have jump jets? We have jump jets. Let's take those. Target lock retention. We don't need them. We don't have LRMs. Expanded sensor range has never hurt anybody. So let's just always remember that the Battle of ABIY ADI, which culminated, the last stream culminated with that battle, did nobody any favors. It was terrible. You know? We're gonna keep this guy target lock rotation. He's got LRMs. Cobalt already has aerodynamic hull. He's already rapid jump jet recharge. We're gonna slap that on him. These upgrades to your mechs make huge differences down the line. We're throwing our Jaeger mech back up there, our laser boat, which is hilarious, right? The Jaeger mech is typically your artillery boat, but we needed something that's not reloading. We needed something that doesn't constantly require ammunition. Awesome. Okay, so we're getting our Wolverine back, which is fantastic. Everybody's been upgraded. McCleary's got these tier 3 AC2 M laser, tier 2 LRMs, Cobalt, tier 2 M lasers, tier 3 L laser, tier 2 SRMs. We lost the Inferno, but that's okay. And Mr. Laserboat himself, the Jaeger mech. Like I said, I'm really interested in beginning to assign call signs to mechs, to assign pilots to mechs. I'd love to get a full Lance and a full pilot roster. Now, a lot of people just keep the pilots they have, which is cool. Totally cool with that. However, if you're in these big end game multi-missions, what you're going to find is that your pilots are going to get injured. They're going to get put down for days, and you may not be able to field the appropriate amount of mechs because your pilots are down. Nobody's got time for that. Captain Vincent. We've got 6, 9, 8, 6, 3, 6, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 8, 6, 4, 10. 10 for avoiding enemy fire. Avoiding enemy fire is an important skill. You know, it's an important skill. 25 skill out of 38. 2, 3, 2, 4. I think. Let's read about him. Born on a Merrick agricultural complex, Vincent chose to pursue a career as a mercenary in order to get away from the tedium of everyday life. As his battlefield experience increases, his proficiency begins to grow. Temperamental and prone to take risks, Vincent would be long dead if he did not possess the natural talents of a bona fide mech warrior. Vincent, you're on the team.
At your service, Commander. Looking forward to a prosperous partnership.
My man sounds like Stukov from StarCraft. Alright, refit and repair Colia complete. Let's look at the missions available to us. We're not doing 145 tons. I don't even think we're doing 175 tons. Let's look at what we have in the big boy categories here. Battlefield contract 270. Arlo's son. Game time. Arlo's son could be make or break for us. 270 is a big tonnage for our inexperienced mercenary company. Yeah. I'm super tempted to take one of those frontline support contracts. I feel like I get more rewards with Kurita, but I wonder if these 2 rewards with Davian are slightly better, you know? We'll marinate on that. We'll go for the House Davian contract right now here, or Sandstorm Battlefield. Harrow's Sun is currently being besieged by invading forces on all fronts. We're in the process of evacuating our key civilian settlements, but there is far too much pressure from the invading forces. We're looking to hire any willing mercenary companies to cause a diversion and allow us to evacuate our civilians in time. As usual, early game, we're taking money. 3.3 million credits. Fantastic. Now, you know what? No, we're going to change our tune here. We're going to go all in on salvage for the first time. Hopefully we get something wicked. This is a 270-ton mission, so hopefully we get something wicked. 41 points for salvage. It's a battlefield.
Heavy weather warnings out there, Commander. Expect limited visibility and sensor malfunctions on this mission.
Hey, Santiago! Okay, we're going to put Goblin in Cobalt. We're going to put Nina Santiago in... Ooh, this is tough. I might throw her in the Griffin. Griffin or Mech? Let's try the Mech with its refit. You know what? I changed my mind. She's got terrible laser skills. Who's got great laser skills? Vincent. Vincent, brand new to the team. Could become Vincent's Mech. Rebecca McCleary, as usual, in her dragon. I'll take my Wolverine, and we're gonna have to start the mission in 20 days. Timeline. Wolverine upgrade. Perfect. We got not only an upgrade, but also a refit. Ready to rock. This burst fire is going to be a bit different than our Ultra AC. Four pages of pilots. Mike, you're insane. I think for the craziest campaign mission, they ask that you have 8 pilots. I think that's the craziest campaign mission. They're like, please have 2 Lancers and 8 pilots. You know? Wild. I also like filling it out, though, because I'm a huge fan of the books. I'm a huge fan of the fiction, and I like the idea of having a full mech company.
The good news is that we can
Pilots
rack
and
up
all.
a big salvage payout if we're able to maintain our position. But remember, you have to be alive to spend it. Come back safe.
A big salvage payout. You know, I messed up. I should have brought somebody with the UAV. I should have brought a trash can. I should have tried to take this 270-ton mission with nothing but trash cans. Let's check the battle grid. We're gonna get into a higher position.
Falling in behind you.
Get into a higher position. I like all these mesas, all these plateaus to work with. We might explore this map a bit as well, see if we can find some loot. Perfect.
That VTOL is on our list of targets. Let's make our quota. Cargo acquired.
A lot of air support coming in. You know what?
Here we go.
Right here's as good a place as any. I like that we've got some cover from the west. Put our backs to a little bit of a wall here.
Enemy target.
Move order complete.
Enemy target destroyed.
Those Igors are brutal. Okay, looks like we've got a medium mech and we have a heavy mech coming at us. Battle grid, this is why I wish we had a UAV. I need to prioritize UAV for the next mission. I keep accruing pilots. I don't know why I have that many. Sometimes they've just got cool names.
Move to your position.
Wolverine. Damn. And then something bigger than that. Gotta go for its legs. Jumping. It's crazy. Up on the peak. I love the AI changes with the YAML mod, the Get Mech Lab mods.
Confirmed.
They take some pretty big risks, which is awesome. Grasshopper. How big is this thing?
Hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading
Oh,
your
the
way.
grasshopper.
Confirmed, Commander.
Let's get
Moving
in
on
there. Let's
target.
take it down. We're not holding a position. Really thought I had that ledge. I'm gonna come around behind though. This would be awesome. The lance is taking him from the front. Rule number one, do not expose the back of the mech. If at all possible. Sometimes it's unavoidable, in which case you have to make sure that the mechs you're exposing it to are not capable of chewing through your armor like that.
Invalid target info, Commander.
Relax. Marauder?
Commander,
Brutal.
take the target.
Marauders are serious mechs. It's one of my favorite mechs in the entire game is a Marauder.
Taking heavy damage.
No, get out of here. Goblin, stop. You know what the Marauder doesn't have? Arms to hit you with. My legs. Lieutenant Dan.
Falling in behind you. Commander's target. Group
These
up.
grasshoppers are insane. I'm not getting anywhere near that for a fight. Looks like Goblin lost his leg. Really letting me down, Goblin. You're in a hero mech.
Focus fire on Commander's target.
Coming in hot.
Ejecting.
Oh, this is an expensive mission.
Destroyed.
I think I just lost a Wolverine.
Recon reports additional forces entering the engagement area, Commander. Be on the lookout for them.
Wow. He must have just completely alpha the head or the core of my Wolverine. That's insane.
Punchback. 4H detected.
Focusing fire.
I don't know if we're gonna come out of this one. Come out of this one on top. Come on.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target acquired.
Oh,
Wilco, focusing fire. Under heavy fire, breaking up.
goblins down. Wow. Two of us left to take out. This isn't great. I might be about to lose all of my Hero Mechs. What a humbling fight. We're gonna burn through 400 rounds pretty quickly here.
Enemy target destroyed.
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your position.
Come on, Jägermech. Don't let me down, Vincent.
Javelin 10S detected.
That's a big boy. We got a big boy coming.
Acquired.
This way first. This way first. These are all of our opponents. We got this. We're good. We're good.
Acquired. Enemy target destroyed.
This guy.
Enemy target.
Target ID received. Moving.
We got to get away from the big guys quickly. How much ammo? Elite pilots as well.
Ammunition level
That's a big deal. Ammunition level critical.
critical.
And I'm on fire. This could be a terrible mission. We could lose everything.
Enemy target destroyed.
Okay. We're honestly trying to get away from the big guys. Not great. I hear missiles screaming past me. Come on, get just outside of range. You setting me on fire right now. Big guy? The big guy. 100 P.
Enemy target.
We need to deal with the Victor.
Enemy target acquired.
Damage component lost. Left torso destroyed.
Gotta hit him with LRMs. We gotta create distance here. There we go. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Back up. Back up. Come on. Toe to toe with the victor. Got its leg.
Solid front, engaging.
Solid avoidance here. There we go. There we go. Legs, legs, legs. Stop beating up my guy. There we go. We're at perfect range now. We can hit him with LRMs. We can hit him with the large laser. I think we've got this, but this will be one of the most expensive fights we've taken here. Lost too many Hero Mechs. Hopefully we didn't lose them. We'll see how much damage they've taken. Are you kidding me? Die! He's got nothing left. Thank you.
Destroyed.
Affirmative. Engaging selected
Rough.
target.
The crazy thing about playing on this difficulty is that you can get cored at a moment's notice. As we saw earlier in this fight, we lost the Wolverine. Hopefully we didn't lose the Wolverine, but cost-wise, we may as well have lost the Wolverine and
All the kills we need, Commander.
the
Stay as long
Kobold.
as you like, but pickup is available at the extraction site when you're ready.
Terribly expensive fight.
Well done, Commander. Time to collect our pay.
Brutal. That said, grab ourselves a grasshopper, 6.5 million worth, or another Wolverine. I'm not interested in the Wolverine as much. Now Marauder salvage. So we need 1 salvage per 5 tons of mech. So what's that mean? 75 divided by 5. So we need a lot. May as well start now. Hopefully we can grab ourselves a Marauder at some point. 4 more points left. We'll take the AC-5 and the 2 machine guns. 5 million in damage. Thank goodness we got the Igor unit bonus. Jeez. Without that, it would have been a total loss. Shadow, so you need some big LBX for your mech since you like to be in close. What is LBX? Let's hit the star map and let's go back to somewhere that is sensible so we can get repaired as required. I don't think we're going to be taking on too many 60 difficulty missions. I can't believe I got instantly cored.
My combat skills are meant to impress, sir.
36 days I'm down for. 36 days I'm down for. Brutal. Cord. Mech is inoperable and must be repaired. Engine is destroyed. Can we repair it? All we care about is whether or not we can repair it. It does not say, Fahad says throw it in the garbage. So we need an engine core 275. We need a new double heat sink. Engine core 275. You almost never find the engine core that you need. I bet you we can slap a 280 in there, increase its speed a little bit, and ditch some armor. Now, what was the other thing I said we needed? Hold on, let's revert just for a sec. A double heatsink. We lost a double heatsink. I don't think that's that important. We'll put the 280 in and we'll ditch some leg armor and hope for the best. Perfect. That's really all I can think to do right now. Bigger engine means it'll go a little faster, which is wicked. Generate a bit more heat. Dragon Flame, it didn't lose anything. That's still doing all right. The Phoenix Hawk, it only lost its SRMs, which is awesome. And hopefully, nope, it lost a bunch of stuff. We get those SRM4s out of there and replace them. An SRM4 weighs 2 tons. An SRM6 weighs 3 tons. Can we make up 2 tons? I don't think so, because, well, we could with jump jets. We could ditch the jump jets on the Phoenix Hawk. Let's do it. Oh, JK. SRM ammo is SRM ammo, I guess. So we can put that anywhere. Head and center torso sounds great. And now let's ditch 1 ton of armor in the legs. Always the legs. Always the legs. If I have to choose, it'll always be the legs. We'll see how this goes. That was an extremely expensive fight. This grasshopper unit, if we can repair this, or we could sell it. We could also sell it and get 3 million. We could probably recoup our losses here if we sell it. But I think maybe we repair it. It's a laser boat with an LRM. What can we do for this guy? The grasshopper's a serious mech, eh? Jump jets, class 3. Let's put 1 on each foot. Now we've got 2 tons to work with. A lot of LRM ammo. Maybe we can throw a better LRM on there. Certainly throw an LRM 5. That's one cut above. L laser, M laser SB, M laser SB, M laser SB. Lots of M laser SBs, which is wicked. I wonder about swapping out this L laser with a PPC. Boom. Center torso though. Center torso. Let's why isn't that working? 3 slots? You're kidding. Okay, let's do center Torso. I don't know how I feel about that. I think we just slap the PPC there and see what happens. A lot of heat sinks, which is phenomenal. Wait. Yeah, great. We'll keep it on the left torso and see what happens. Start work. Another million C-bills down the drain, and our Jaeger mech got absolutely devastated. One heat sink. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go back to cooling. And apparently we have absolutely none, and neither do they. You're kidding. They don't have any heat sinks to sell? Okay. Alright. Jaeger mech, you are into cold storage until we can repair you. Grasshopper is going to fill that gap. 65 ton to 70 ton. That's an upgrade. Can't believe we almost lost. Again, almost lost our Hero Mechs. We're playing this a bit fast and loose.
My combat skills are meant to impress, sir.
Warzone, no. Fairfax, 200 ton. 200 ton, I think, is the sweet spot right now. That assassination contract looks good. That battlefield contract looks good at 175. That raid contract looks good at 200. Demo. Warzone versus Pirates. And a targeted kill. Ramona. Hopefully everybody's repaired by then. 41 days from now. Warzone. Warzone's got to be one of my favorites. Ramona 3 is currently besieged by invading forces on all fronts. We're in the process of evacuating. Okay, again, same mission, almost identical to the one we were just on. Significantly lower tonnage. We're desperately in need of C-bills, so we're going to go that route. We're going to give ourselves 500,000 damage coverage. And hopefully we can eke out some reasonable salvage to sell. Or some decent weaponry.
Commander. Your visibility will be limited out there.
3 Hero Mechs, and because of the tonnage, we have room for 40 more tons. I think we're gonna bring... I think we're just gonna bring 30 tons of Urban Mech. And that Urban Mech belongs to Ivanov.
Attention. Prepare for BattleMech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
We're right on the front lines, Commander. The good news is that we can rack up a big salvage payout if we're able to maintain our position. But remember, you have to be alive to spend it. Come back safe.
Wilco, we're moving to you now.
So hopefully our Urban Mech throws up a UAV here shortly. As soon as we see the first enemy, our Urban Mech should toss a UAV into the air.
sharp, Mech warriors. Ally command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay.
Cicada, 2A, detected.
We'll get him.
Enemy target acquired.
I think the cicada beats the commando here.
Enemy Mech forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
Acquired.
Commandos. What? Oh, okay. Gee, that was the enemy pilot. I thought that was Goblin again. Like, they're tearing me apart. Like, okay, Goblin, you're off the team.
Enemy target
Enemy destroyed. I can't target that.
destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
Our UAV is going to give us a lot of advance warning. I don't think they're going to come from the east of this location, but if they do, weird. We should... Oh, never mind. I'm wrong.
Enemy target acquired.
Target acknowledged.
There they are. So I wish there was some kind of indicator there, like a dropship or something. These guys are just materializing from the mountainside.
Armored vehicle on radar.
Thread the needle.
Target is down.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target.
I wish they had a little bit more of
Generals appear to be bringing in
BattleTech
additional
sort of
reinforcements.
mechanics
Brace yourselves.
in this game, right? Like if you're overheating, you could run into an ice lake, things like that. Now, I know in lava biomes, your heat management is much worse.
Detected.
I'm not sure if in winter biomes like this that you have better heat management. I don't know if they did that. Griffin's a big boy. Get out of here. Component lost? Goblin, stop it.
Enemy target acquired.
Target received. Engaging.
I need to give this guy more armor, not less.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Cleared my mech. Heading back to base.
Generous 7P detected.
I'd love to know what other people do with Goblin because, I mean,
Engaging shared
he's got great
target
stats, but I think he's got bad AI for piloting. He always seems to be one of the first ones to just explode. I mean, having said that, I was the first one to explode in the last fight. Thank God they can't kick me off the team.
Being torn apart. Damage critical.
Are you kidding me right now?
Darkness.
Is he missing both his arms?
Enemy target
Focusing our fire on on target.
Don't focus anything on anything, Goblin. Go hide. Go hide in a hole. Missed. I'm not paying to report. I'm not paying to repair Cobalt anymore. Goblin is not the default pilot for that mech anymore. He's lost his privileges.
Moving into file formation, Commander.
We're done. We're done here. We're out of here. Can't afford the losses.
Engaging Lance focus.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Enemy destroyed.
Don't give me that like you did something, Goblin. I don't believe you, first of all.
Enemy target acquired.
Tango down.
Destroyed.
Great showing, Commander. Our employers will be pleased.
At least Rihanna's keeping it positive. I honestly can't believe that, though. Brutal. Brutal. Goblin is really letting the team down. $2 million and 2.3 million. 22, and then we can take one more. We can take an M laser too. Yeah, we'll do that. So we're gonna make about 4.7 million if we sell these Hulks. Our M laser, we got an M laser too. That's what we need. I just can't believe this. Look at this. Big damage. He led in damage. Problem with Goblin, I think, is that he's frontlining. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna equip the Cobalt with longer range weapons. I think he's just in your face all the time because he loves it. I'm gonna try to snap up this next mission immediately with minimal repairs. We're gonna repair here in the zone. Phoenix Hawk is off the roster. Irby, you did good, kid. Griffin into cold storage. Trebuchet into cold storage. Grasshopper into the roster. Big boy. And maybe Blackjack. We'll see what happens here. Conflict zone, blah blah blah. Don't care. Star map timeline. Dragon Flame. Wolverine. Next payment due in 17 days. We have an open bounty here, which is an assassination contract, 200 tonnage limit. Let's see what we can put together. More money, a little bit of damage coverage, one airstrike, and the rest will go towards salvage. Maybe one less in the dollar bills and one more in the salvage, just in case something cool presents itself. We're gonna ditch this guy. What's our tonnage limit here? We're at 190. And we have a 30 and a 45. Why don't we throw the 70 in there and just get rid of Goblin? PPC and M lasers, but this guy's a big boy. We're gonna throw. Who are we gonna throw in here? Lucas Beaumont is coming maybe to the peak of his career. Vincent's looking good for a choice. Chambers, not bad. You know what? I like Vincent for the job. Champion, though. Champion's got a wicked name. Vincent's gonna do this. This might become Vincent's Grasshopper. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how he performs here. We're only gonna take 3 mechs on this mission. Or maybe we'll let Beaumont pilot something tiny. Like a Locust. Yeah. Absolutely. Good to have a locust on an assassination. You are amazing. No, you're amazing.
This group has proved to be a nuisance for our employers. We're tasked with making sure that we find them and put them in the ground.
Check the battle grid. Let's go south. Hopefully we find them south immediately.
Our employer has okayed the use of airstrike on this mission. Stand by for strike confirmation.
This is a cool biome. Very cool biome. Kind of tropical almost.
Looks like we're at the wrong place, Commander.
Give me a
Our
break.
target must have given us the slip. Let's check out the other locations.
Please be at location number 2. And we're gonna have to wait in the canyon here because soft landing. I imagine that our counterparts are gonna have to navigate all the way around. We're gonna keep a little bit of forward
This is
momentum
Sierra
here.
2-1. Be advised, we are in the air and awaiting your orders. Sierra 2-1, out.
Boom, boom, boom. Every stream I watch, it's people playing in third person, which is kind of cool, but not really.
Filing on you, Commander.
I feel like somebody's on the upper ledge. That could work to our advantage. Let's go. Let's punch it.
Mechs on the scope. Get ready.
That's what I like to hear. Be here. Be the location. We'll know in 100, 200 meters.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target is not here. Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
Always the last place to check, right?
Enemy target acquired.
Okay.
Target neutralized.
Destroyed.
Moving in file.
We have an airstrike,
Enemy
and
target
hopefully
acquired.
it softens the assassination target
Enemy target
sufficiently that
destroyed.
this is short and sweet. Oh, going into a whole city here might be tough to find the target. Might be tough to take them down with an airstrike. We're gonna try though.
IFF readings are showing all targets at this location, Commander. Approach with
Airstrike
caution.
protocol active.
Come on,
Airstrike
1-1, this is
backing
Sierra
up,
2-1.
backing up.
Alpha package is out for delivery. Sierra 2-1, out.
Hopefully, hopefully that did the trick. It'll at least bring them out. I'm gonna put everybody in the open field.
Relocating to indicated grid.
Come on, Lucas Belmont.
Waiting for further. At the waypoint.
I've arrived.
Let's draw them out. Let's siege the city a little bit. This will bring them out. There's one.
Commander.
We can Convince them to come out of their garrison one at a time like this. We're laughing. Next, Urban Mech. The most resilient. The most surprising in strength. That Phoenix Hawk is jumping through the air like a maniac. Let's take him down. Got his back here. If we can keep his back, he's done. Hostile dropship? Get out of here! Oh, I just hit my teammate. Okay. Time to go. Nope, more targets. Just kidding. A lot more targets. Stop it, Beaumont. We lost the Locust.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy
Received. Engaging.
That Panther dropped after that Hadouken. Focusing everybody on the Shadowhawk. Then we have to find our final target. Mission's not complete yet. Lost the Locust. Not a terrible hit. Small mechs, I don't really care that much about. This Hunchback can be a problem though. What a laser bolt. Look at this guy. I'm not getting anywhere near him. Just kidding. He could core me. Time to go.
Looks like we've got them all. Now let's get you all home. Head to the evac point.
May your shots always hit and your sinks never fail. Thanks for hanging out, Shadowseer. Take care. Okay. Wild set of missions. We've lost some mechs. We've taken some brutal damage. I mean, what do we even take from here, right? What do we even take from here that's valuable? Let's look at some of this salvage. You got to be careful with salvage because sometimes salvage can present some pretty good opportunities for builds. This is a 55-ton mech, Shadowhawk. If we take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... gets us pretty close. Phoenix Hawk, no engine core. Could potentially be repairable. Hunchback looks way more beat up than the Phoenix Hawk. I'm gonna grab this Phoenix Hawk in the AC5 rapid fire rank 2 because I think we can disassemble this Phoenix Hawk at the rate that Goblin's going through his Phoenix Hawk. We may need to scrap it and rebuild it from the ground up. It's a real potential. Again, awful mission because of the loss of the Locust, but we're not going to actually absorb that cost, or we're going to sell the scrap. So, not as bad as it looks. Okay, I mean, dang, another extremely humbling playthrough for the Legion. Again, nearly lost Hero Mechs on more than one occasion. Did in fact lose a light mech. Let's see how much this Hero Dragon. If we can field 2 Hero Dragons, inheriting DRG-1N from his father, Donald Takeda, went about customizing the mech to better accommodate his preference for short-range combat. He would later venture out with his twin brother Martin to serve as hired gunslingers for those willing to pay for maintaining their custom machines. Now let's check this out for a sec. So this is Dragon Fang. And currently we have Dragon Flame, inheriting DRG-1C from his grandmother, Martin Takeda. That's Martin Takeda. And this is Donald Takeda. Oh my goodness. We have located the twin mechs. Dragon Fang and Dragon Flame. There's absolutely no way I found both of these. Okay. That's amazing. We're paying the money up front for this 2 Hero Dragon Mechs. Insane. What a purchase. You know what? Not all bad. Not all bad. We learned some hard lessons this playthrough, but all in all, everything's coming up Millhouse. What a round. What a round. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. And if you're checking this out later, thanks for checking it out. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please let me know down below. I'm extremely ecstatic that we have landed the Dragon Twins. We have short range and we have long range. Anyways, take care. Peace. And I look forward to seeing you back. Have a good night, everybody.